everybody, this is Mateo, and it's time to get in a random battle, I guess. No, it is time to wake up the Sleeping Beauty on Let's Play Final Fantasy IV. I just cut back to the Sylph home to save you guys some time, and we have to go here. I already showed how to get here a couple videos ago. But let's see what that frying pan does. Maybe it'll remind him of his wife's cooking or something. Or we could hit him on the head with it. Yes, of course that's what you do to a near-dead guy when you want to wake him up. You hit him in the head with a frying pan. I mean, it's not like he was caught in an explosion and could very well have brain damage already. Plus, could be missing parts of his skull. Just hit him in the head with a frying pan and it will work. Seriously, this game. Yeah, and then we're introducing all the new people like Edge to Yang and... Wait, wasn't Edge? No, Edge wasn't there when we were... That was the other time we were in the Tower Battle. Never mind. And with that, you also learn the Sylph summon, which is the second to last summon of the game. So that's cool. You just need one more, and we're not going to get that one for a while. And we're just going to teleport out of here. So now we're going to go back to Fabul once again to tell Yang's wife about how Yang is and how he's not coming home because he's still bedridden. And the fact that hitting him in the head with the frying pan probably wasn't the best idea because he's bedridden and you really don't want to hurt somebody who's bedridden, otherwise they could be in the bed for longer. But whatever. So just going to Fabul and going to go tell her that she makes horrible decisions basically. And then she'll be all sad face and that'll end this side quest. And that's pretty much the last side quest until endgame stuff. In the Game Boy Advanced version there is this huge dungeon, well not so much huge, but it'll take a while, with the whole, you know, whatever, just a huge dungeon with this different side quest stuff that I'm going to end up doing, but you have to beat the final boss first, so it'll be after that. Basically it's just completion stuff, getting the rest of the Bestiary, showing off each trial. It'll take around 15 videos. The trials can get pretty long. And just that'll be it. So if you don't want to watch that, just know that you aren't going to see anything from me until like 2 weeks later then. Hey, they have the same MP. Rydia and Rosa. Let's change that. I think Rosa should have more MP because healing is a lot more important than doing damage, because if you're near dead, you don't want to do more damage, you want to get your people back alive, basically. So give all the HP raising stuff to Rydia because she just has the lowest HP, and give all the MP raising stuff to Rosa. Unless Rosa has like tons of MP, and then in which case you can give it to Rydia if you want, but for the most part I'm going to give it to Rydia. It's not all that often that you get a Soma drop, or Golden Apple, or Silver Apple for that matter, that often. So now that we're done with that side quest, there's Mount Ordeals, we have to head over to Mysidia and try to see if we can get away to the moon ourselves, because that's where Golbez is heading next, in his giant funky armored spacesuit thingy. Oh hi, that white mage just walked straight through a black mage. One of them is a ghost. So, and then we get the little prelude thingy again. Or is this the first time? I think we got it once before. No, this is the first time we see this. So, this is the little description I have for the playlist. It's just a little poem thingy that doesn't rhyme at all. It's freeform, therefore it's just a bunch of words melded together into lines that is somehow called a poem. And then they're all praying, and we're trying to get a passageway to the moon basically, and to do that we must pray, I guess. Although Cecil's not praying, he's just standing there. Well then. Oh, okay, disco rave party now? Or, great, it's Leviathan all over again. Look, we already defeated you and now we can summon you, but we didn't summon you. That doesn't give you the right to make whirlpools right by Mysidia. Or, wait, no, it's something else? Okay, I'm still sure nothing's coming up. Okay. a gigantic whale, a mechanical whale that has been lost for thousands of centuries, or thousands of years, and it is able to travel to the moon, yet it was made 1,000 years ago. So basically, ancient technology is better than modern technology, and is also more reliable. Yeah, basically. But apparently the lunar whale was made by the Lunarians, the people of the moon. Now, how people can live on the moon, I have no idea. But whatever. It was made by them somehow, and apparently these are beds. They're free, and basically we also have a free fat chocobo down there if we want to store items for whatever reason. But apparently this was made by the Lunarians, which is a super advanced race, which I guess makes sense of how this is better technology and whatnot, but why did they hide it on Earth? And why there? I mean, why would they give this to us and we just lose it for thousands? How do we lose something this big? I mean, imagine a ship that can fly, but imagine something the size of a ship. Like that one right there. Now imagine something 4 times that big. How do we lose something like that? Seriously, and now we're on the moon. If you want to go on the moon, you just talk to the crystal. There's our last summon, if we want to get it now, but it would most likely kill us by now. Or we might go for it. I don't know, we already rested and stuff. I'm looking for the way out, because it's not really shown. But I guess we're going now. Yeah, we are, okay. We're going for it now. We're going to go get our last summon and the very last side quest other than end game stuff. Or we're not. Yeah, we're going to do it later. I realized what it was and just like, oh god, no, let's get out of here. Not yet. There's one dangerous enemy. And we want more MP, and preferably a 5th party member. Did I say more MP? I meant more HP. But we have a couple new enemies. I think all 3 of these are new. Well, like their cousins, just hit them with magic and they'll die. But how are we breathing on the moon, and why are there giant pudding enemies on the moon? None of this makes sense. Oh well, I guess. Let's just go for it. And you can't land the lunar whale on the rocky surface, so watch out for that. Because of that, we have to go through 2 mini dungeons to get to the place we want to go to. That's the place we want to go to, by the way. That actually timed out pretty well. We can land on the gray surface right here, though. What's that? Let's check this out. It's a little side area that we can go to. Not a whole lot on the moon, which is so many naming ways, except they're humming ways. And they make this weird sound when you talk to them. And apparently only these 2 can talk. One of these actually sells stuff. So... oh, that's the actual... no, it's not the actual naming way. That was a joke. Never mind. Here's the guy that sells stuff. So he sells basically all your better healing items. Bleh, excuse me. He has ethers, which are hard to find. He has elixirs, cottages. Elixirs don't buy unless you have a crap ton of money and nothing else to buy. We're going to stock up on ethers. That should be enough. I'm going to sell that potion, which we got for whatever reason. Keeping all that status healing stuff. We could sell the Rage of Zeus and Stardust. Could sell the last 10s, but why not use it? Common actually isn't that good of a spell. You could just sell the Stardust. At least when using it as an item. Unicorn Horn, sell that. Sell the 3 Bestiaries. Sell a healing staff. Light sword. Staying for now. Keep the knife. That's the item that we got from Yang's wife for completing her little side quest thing. It is an amazing thrown weapon. When you throw it with Edge's throw command, it'll basically always do 9,999 damage. So keep it just for that reason. It's very helpful for certain enemies. Or bosses. I'll point out, I'll use mine in a stupid location. Trust me on that. Oh, there's the actual name changing guy. But I'll use mine in a stupid location. I'll point out where you should probably use it instead. A couple different monsters. Get out of the doorway, I need to leave. You people are weird. Okay, now let's go to our actual destination. Talk to the crystal if you want to go between the Earth and the Moon, and talk to the little steering wheel thingy, I guess, if you want to just fly around. Yeah, we could just land, like, right there, but let's land here instead for whatever reason. There are a couple more enemies on the overworld, or the Moon overworld, that we want to fight, such as the lunar virus. Now, I can actually kind of understand there being, like, bacteria on the Moon. I mean, didn't they, like, find at least fossilized bacteria on Mars? So that makes a little more sense, I guess, but still, whatever. Just go with it, it's a video game, why am I questioning these things? Okay, and then I don't even know what the lunar virus does, they die so quickly. I'm imagining that they're like the, what are they called, water bugs that we met a long time ago, because they're just a recoloration of that, where they'll renew and restore all their HP if you don't kill them in one hit, or whatever. But by now you should have no problem doing that, you do so much damage. And the lunar path. But first, we have these guys. These things are the most evil looking cells I've ever noticed, I've ever seen. First off, the prokaryote is the one without the brain, and the eukaryote is the one with the brain. Otherwise known as the prokaryote is the pink one, and the eukaryotes are the green one. That earlier thing was a science joke, if you understand it. Finally, science is useful. Okay. But, yeah, fire does good, fire does well, while we're on the topic of different school subjects. My god. Is this what my commentaries resorted to? Just school subjects? It was the eukaryotes and the prokaryotes. And now we can end the lunar path. There is one more monster that we can find here, a rather dangerous monster. However, it is not these monsters. What okay. Accidentally cut out the entire path. It's a straight through path. There are 3 treasure chests, as you saw. But I think they give you like a silver apple, some arrows, and whatnot. Just some useless stuff. And yeah, apparently when I was editing, I edited from one treasure chest at that end of the thing to the treasure chest at the other end, for whatever reason. But it's a straight through path, just one floor, just that basic thing. A couple treasures that are easy to find, just go in the fork in the road. It's like Final Fantasy 13. And now we have this new enemy, Abyss Worm. Whenever you attack it, it will counter with the vampire spell, which is actually kind of deadly. A little, not as much. It's definitely better than the vampire bats. But it just gets more annoying than anything, and it heals itself whatever damage it does to you with that spell, but it'll still go down pretty easily. Unless you keep having your mages attack. And they do literally nothing, and then it heals all that and a little more. And yeah, some rocks. My god, it's a giant rock! Oh, I'm so sad that Card Games FTW was terminated. And a second lunar path, which is similar to the first one, although there aren't any treasures in that one, although there might be secret passages, but I don't care enough. And yeah, the Crystal Palace. Somehow they managed to build this on the moon, and nobody's ever noticed it for thousands of years, even though we do have telescopes. Even in this game, they have telescopes. I mean, in Agar, there's a giant telescope. Either way, These tiles you can use to heal your HP and MP, so if you want, you could grind here. The monsters give quite a bit of experience, and you get free healing stuff there. And hi, thanks for welcoming me. So, this place is strange. Another disco rave party, yes! But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe, comment, rate, whatever. And I will see you all next time. Bye.